Good morning, guys. SuperSaiyan30 here, giving you guys episode 3 of Storytime with Super Saiyan. And this story is going to give you guys a little in-depth story about how I, Super Saiyan30, became the #1 Luffy in Jstars Victory vs. Plus. Now, the story is really complicated because there were some ups and some downs in this situation. But let's go back all the way in the beginning of 2014, the year of the 2014 to 15ish. I was out a date as fuck. I did not have a PS4 because I was broke, didn't have no money. My mom was broke and working to get the grades up at the time. Can't focus on video games because I was a book nerd. There was just a lot of shit that was going on. Shit was crazy. But yeah. So what do I do in this situation? I buy the PS3 version because since I have a PlayStation 3 version of the game, it would be better for me to run into players that also have the same version as I do, because out there are just players out there that's like, hey, I don't have money to get a PS4, so I'll just get the PlayStation 3 version because it's much more cheaper and it's much more easier. Yeah, there's some things that are kind of downfalling and pales in comparison to the PS4, but hey, at least I have the game, at least I'm having fun, at least I'm happy. So bought the game, and surprisingly there was a lot of people on the PS3 era and they were willing to help me. I ran into a few good friends. I ran into good old Toby. I ran into Adventure Time. I ran into all those good friends, and Rasengan and all the others. And there was a lot of people that I ran into. I've known them. We practiced and we chilled. They had some good players, veterans at the game, who were absolute masters at the game, who had the original Jstars Victory versus the Japanese exclusive that was not ported to the US or the western areas such as America. So we weren't able to get that privilege of playing the beautiful game that is known as Jstars Victory versus. So Victory versus Plus is more up-to-date version of Jstars, when it's basically just a patched Jstars with a new mode that no one cares about. And not only that, which was disappointing, that people expected to have DLC for the game, but sadly there was no DLC. So we were not only disappointed, but we were let down because there were barely patches for the game, and then some. But at least we were able to play with one another and have fun and be happy. So what do? We be grateful for what we got. So I played a lot of player matches to learn my character Luffy because I wanted to be Kaizakoi or Iwanaru. I wanted to be the king of the pirates. The #1 Luffy. I wanted to be the best Luffy there is online, even if it means I have to be cheap or play dirty, because Ric Flair once quoted, in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. To be the best, you have to beat the best. So that's what I had to do. So I played a shit ton of player matches to reform and develop my skills. And not only that, I played a lot of other better people in the community, because at the time we had a group chat for PlayStation 3, because PlayStation 3, the golden age, we had people that had group chat. So we had Discord. Well, we didn't really have Discord that much. We had Kick and Skype and stuff, so in the earlier days we had that, and we played the shit out of Jstars. I ran into a really good amount of people just like I did, and since the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection had cut down from Smash Brothers Brawl, because I played Smash Brothers Brawl online to relax and chill and just be a goofball. So now when I went to Jstars, I began anew. So I fought against a lot of good players, and a lot of them will always tell me, try learning other characters in the roster, so that way you know how to play around them and counter them with your character, because it's the best way. So I've always wanted to be close-minded with my character. I always wanted to play Luffy, and Luffy. just lots and lots of Luffy. And then he told me the best way, one of them told me the best way to learn the characters and be, ready and counting them in every step of the way, I need to be not only think quickly, but also play quickly. So he told me try learning characters in the roster. So I picked up on a few other characters who are my secondaries. I had Vegeta, Naruto, and my boy Killua. So those were my pockets. At the time, top tiers were on the rise with this game. Sasuke was going nuts. Ichigo was going nuts. Toriko bitch ass. I hated the shit out of Toriko because his infinite combo was broken and didn't make a jack lick of fucking sense. I hated Toriko. I had some friends that would play main Toriko and I'd be pulling my hair out because I'd be raging the hell out of those combos. Like, he'd be picking you up with fork, knife, Genki punchy bullshit, and I was tilting the shit out of it. But I had to learn that in order to beat the best Toriko, I have to be the best. So in order to beat the man, I have to be the man. I have to beat the man. So got that mixed up. So I tried to learn other characters and I did well. Basically, my only chance of beating a Toriko was always my Luffy, because if I tried Vegeta, he was just gonna get shot down by a flying fork. And not only that, Toriko's hit frames are kind of faster than Vegeta's, alongside with Luffy and Naruto. So basically all three of my characters pale in comparison to the frame data of Toriko's. That's why I hated the shit out of him. Except my Killua. I was able to hold my own against fucking Toriko x Killua. My Killua was not really the best, but I learned from the very best Killuas in the community, and he was my pocket, he was my secondary, he was my secret weapon. Killua was always a good character, and not only that, he wasn't really my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter, considering the fact that Gon and Kurapika was also one of my two favorite characters in Hunter x Hunter, but I was always able to learn and grow from along the way. So I didn't have any partners, so I just grabbed random partners that I could be reliant on and trust. It's like the number one I played against with Akainu's, because Akainu was OP in the game and I didn't really like relying on characters who do bullshit stuff like rage quit and save point data reload upload shit. I hated that. I always tell them, play what you want and play what you're good at. As long as you know how to play the game, I'm good. I fucked up a lot of times with my partners because I will always stay on my man and there and some. And then our good friend Rasengan saying, hey, I understand you want to keep your man in bay and keep your distance and fight your partner from afar, but you gotta remember, your partner is the whole part of the team, the game, competitively, is work together. So what do you mean by that? I mean, I have to save him whenever he's in danger, like he's getting comboed or something. So that's what I did. So every time I saw him in danger, I had to go help him. It was hard for me to adapt to it, but it was the only way. So I was so used to it to the point where if I saw my person get hit by a 3-hit combo, I'm already hitting your ass with the Gumu Gumu no Gatling, running Gatling. Not only that, I was able to learn some techniques with Luffy. Like, I learned a secret combo that his neutral attack, when he does the last kick, you could use the R1, I think R1 and L1 button, the forward dash forwards flash step, and if you press triangle repeatedly, he will do this really fast, quick-paced combo. I called it the Forbidden Luffy combo, and I discovered it, and I was able to upload the video. I didn't have the right equipment to upload a video at the time, so I just called it the Forbidden combo, the Forbidden Luffy combo, and people were like, yo, was saying, what the fuck was that? It's like, it's a combo that I learned. It's kind of complicated, but I'll tell you how to do it. So I kept going from there on out, and I used that combo to mindfuck my opponents until I realized there were better Luffys than me in the community. So I didn't like that, because as a kid I was like, I want to be the best Luffy. I don't want people copying my style and my grill and my buzz. So quit killing it, bitch. So when I got older, I realized that, hey, I can't really force people to, play characters that they need to play and let me stay on my character. I realized that, it has come a time you need to be, realize that everyone has their characters and everyone is different. So I realized that I was going to fight against Luffys that are better than me. And I fought a few. It was infuriating, it was frustrating, and I didn't like that. But I realized every time that I played a rank, I got better and better and better and better slowly. I never had a problem with Ichigo or Sasuke's. The only problem that I had against them is the fact that I cannot do anything against them in the air. Sasuke in the air, Ichigo in the air is instant hell murder. I'm in danger. So what do? I always use a jump Gatling to catch them out of the air, to always make sure that I catch them off guard in every speck of the way. And if it doesn't work, it is what it is. But I always try my best to see if I can counter this and counter that with my own style of play, instead of just trying to just recklessly do and press random buttons and just hope and pray to Spike Yukisoft that it works. Didn't go like that. So I just used running stomp Gatling until one time I hit them out of the air, and it works. It works sometimes. So I kept playing and kept playing and kept playing. I was 2 games away from becoming the #1 Luffy in the world, surpassing the current #1 Luffy in the world, and I lost 3 games, and it tilted the shit out of me. And I always kept telling myself, I can't quit, I cannot give up. I'm going to be king of the pirates. And for those 3 to 5 games, without even noticing, I wrecked the shit out of every opponent that I came across. And from there, I became the #1 Luffy in the PlayStation 3. I was so happy, I was in tears of joy, I loved it. And from there on out, I was known as the best Luffy in the Jstars community. I loved it. I was basically in my prime as a gamer, even though Jstars we never really had a big competitive scene like that. But it was crazy how a small community can make a big impact in the gaming industry. Jstars as of today is one of the greatest, in my opinion, one of the greatest thought out, well versed, beautifully combated video game I've ever experienced. Even though there has some negative effects, IGN can suck my balls and my prostate, because I don't care what the hell they say, because this game holds a special place in my heart, because I've achieved a lot. I made good friends, I made rivals, I made hell, I even made people that will take my mantle itself and just trust it with the newer generation. I lost my #1 Luffy due to data corruption. And you know what? I passed on my mantle to another guy. I trained him for a little while, and I said, okay, the rest is up to you, man. And he became the #1 Luffy. And I was very proud of him as of this day. I think his name was Raiden the Ripper. Raiden the Ripper, yeah, Raiden the Ripper. He was one of my pupils. And I was proud of him, because when he took my mantle, not only was I, but I was also happy to know that now there's someone out there just like me that were able to hold that mantle and keep going with it to this day on. And when I transferred to the PlayStation 4, I got noticed really quickly. I was like, hold on, is that SuperSaiyan30? And I was like, yeah, hi, how are you? It's like, yeah, I know who you are. You used to be the #1 Luffy on PlayStation 3. He's like, I heard you're really good. So I ran into a lot of players in the PlayStation 4 when I transferred. Ran into some more friends. I ran into some more rivals. I ran into some slight beef and slight bumpy roads along the way, because my teenager, I don't know. I was a kid. I was young. Did not want to keep my mouth shut, and I thought I had the ego. I thought I was the biggest shit in the game. I thought I was the biggest and baddest thing on the planet. And we all had our stupid moments where we'd say stupid things out our mouth and just boast and brag. But hey, we all learn and we all become something from there on out. But yeah, I just want to say that during my time of playing J-Stars, I had a blast meeting the friends, meeting new, rivals, and being, what, the most important thing is having fun. That's what I always do. Even though I get frustrated and tilted of losing or losing to bullshit, I always try to calm down and just think of the bigger picture. I had fun, I gained some experience from it, and not only that, I was able to become, more than what I can be. I was happy. Because if my friends are happy, I'm happy. And that's all that matters. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, comment on what you think about it. I'm gonna start being more editory with my story time with Super Saiyans, because I'm trying to realize that it's not, I need to stop making these bland ass non-edit funny videos. So just to try to make things, a little spicy. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. If you guys always want to stay updated with the channel, always keep blasting that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with the Saiyan universe 24/7, 365. I'm still trying to work out my kinks with my new editing software, guys. Han versus the World episode 20 is on its way. I'm trying. Bear with me. Until next time, guys, as SuperSaiyan30 always say, I will see you guys on the battlefield. See you guys later.